Hi everyone, and welcome back to this new video on MyAniMATE3 features. Now today we're going to tackle the installation of these scripts, sets of scripts. So there are basically two ways to do that, and the first one that I'm going to list is for users that also have Maya installed and MyAStar installed. So the way the MyAStar 7 is installed on your system is on a per version basis, and therefore you have to edit the maya.env file environment file that you can find within your version folder. Now let's take a look at that. So here is my 2024 installation, and I'm on Linux, so basically it's the home folder Maya then 2024, whereas for Windows users it would be Documents Maya 2024. I don't really know where Mac OS is actually placing this stuff, but this is the place where basically you find the version related folder and other folders like scripts, projects, and project is where you save the project folders. So just identify where in your home folder you get the 2024 folder for your 2024 any version actually folder. I want to install it onto my 2024. That's the only version I have. And you should see here a maya.env file. In most modern versions of Maya, you should already have this here. And so the very first thing you should think about is, if I don't find it here, let's search for it somewhere else. Probably you are not in the correct home folder, but even after searching so much, you don't find it. You go to your first guess and just create this is a text file basically, maya.env. Make sure that the capitalization and everything is correct, and just open it in a text editor. And this is what you should have. All right. So if you're a MyAStar user, you should already have something here, because that's how the installation process is being managed there. Um, and therefore you should find already entries here. Now you need also to have your file explorer handy there, so that we can locate where your installation path for MyAniMate is. Okay, so I'm gonna open another tab, and I'm going to navigate to where I have installed my MyAStar, MyAniMate, and all that. So in my case, because that could vary, you can put it wherever you like. Just make sure that the folder is always there, also for our future updates. In my case, it's inside of Document, GitHub, because I host it in as a private repository there, and I have MyAniMATE3. Okay, so I entered there, and I should be able to see this. Okay, so this is the path that I have to select, to highlight and copy. And this is the path that I'm interested in to create this environment variable. So first environment variable, all in capital letters, is Python path. Okay, make sure it's everything spelled correctly. Followed by an equal, and copy that there. Okay, you can optionally, because yeah, That's most likely the case, but it could be different for different OS, and within the Linux world also different uh, different distributions. It would be better to just place them between quotes. So Control V to paste it there. And then, of course, if you already have MyAstar, so let's say that I need to add MyAstar to this, and where is it? Here. Let's go back one level, and I have MyAstar 7 here. Okay. So for Linux and Mac OS, you have to add a colon and then paste the path over there. For Windows, instead of the colon, you have to put a semicolon. All right? So you basically most likely have MyAstar already there. If you are a MyAstar user, just add MyAniMATE3 afterwards. In my case, I'm on Linux, so I'm gonna add a semicolon there. All right, and then second environment variable that we need is still in capital letters, Maya underscore script underscore path equal, same thing. I added too much there. So let's fix this. All right. And so this is all you need to make it work with Maya. Now, to avoid other behaviors from Python, it's good practice to add this other environment variable that is Python don't write bytecode equal to 1. So everything in one word. So Python don't write bytecode and set that to 1. At that point, you can save the file, relaunch Maya if that was open, or just launch it, and you should see both MyAstar and MyAniMate3 also being listed there. At every version, you just grab the whole thing, the MyAN file, and just copy and paste it into the new version folder, and everything should be just good to go like that. Now, if you don't have MyAstar and you're just a MyAnimate user, you may use this method, of course, but what if you want to have this done once and be persistent forever, regardless of the Maya version? Well, you can even set a permanent environment variable. Now, notice that the approach with the permanent environment variable is going to stomp anything that you set here. So unless you're completely sure that you're going to update the MyAstar version accordingly at every switch of Maya version, and you're not going back with Maya versions, you can set that all as well as a permanent environment variable. But just be warned that if you want to mix the two methods, whatever is in here in this file will be just voided. Okay, so I'm not gonna use this method, so I'm just going to delete everything and save it back, because it's basically useless for me because I use the permanent environment variable. Okay, So this was the method for Maya Star users that use on a per version basis kind of installation. Now, if we instead want to set a permanent environment variable, I can show you how to do that uh, in in Linux, and there is a similar system most likely for Mac OS. I will also show you uh, a few tutorials that can help you in the process. And there is also a Windows method that probably is easier. We will see that as well. So, for what concerns Linux, it's pretty easy. We need to go to the root directory, find etc, and then here look for environment file. All right. And then just open it with any text editor. And you can see here it's already set for myself. So I have a few packages already installed here. So I have one of my personal things here that I use for work. Then there's MyAstar, and then finally MyAniMate2 also, and MyAniMate3. Anything that uses mail scripts also needs to be set here in MyScript path. In this case, my personal thing, MyStar7 and MyAniMate2, because, well, MyAniMate3 doesn't use any mail scripts, and then Python don't write bytecode for ease of use. And that's basically the same settings that you had to input inside of the maya.n file. It's basically the same. Any package that you want to be available globally within any Maya installation that you may have goes here. Now, etc as a location in Linux is something that you can manipulate only as administrator. So I will make a super easy change. I will just remove the last line and save. You'll be asked for administration authentication. All right, so I will just input my password. Okay, and this is saved. So that is it for the installation on generic Maya. Any OS will work with the maya.n file. This is the Linux installation. Now for Mac OS, for example, we have a few tutorials going around here. And I just skimmed through this thing, but basically you are creating a profile file here, right? And you're basically doing the same exact thing. And you're writing to that file. So here it is doing it through the terminal, but you can definitely do that using software. So if you locate home location in macOS and then create this file here and then edit it and add your environment variables, well, that basically works exactly like on Linux. Mainly because macOS is a copy of Linux, a stolen copy of Linux. But Linux user here, so that's to be expected from me as a pun. Now, persistent environment variables in Windows instead can be done through an application within Windows. Just look for environment variables in your search bar. It will bring up a new window where you can set a new environment variable with a variable name that's Python path, MyScript path, Python don't write bytecode, and then the value that could be a list of different paths separated by semicolons. So it's pretty easy, and I mean, if you want to make it super easy on yourself, I would suggest to go with the maya.env file route. Uh, just remember at every upgrade or every change of version, for any reason you may need to change the version, to copy and paste that one into the new versions folder, and you should just be good to go. Again, remember, if you're using the maya.env file route and you're also setting the permanent environment variables, the permanent environment variables are going to take the precedence over anything else in that file. So it's a either or kind of situation, because otherwise it won't work as you would expect. I would have expected that anything that goes into the maya.env file basically would be added on top of the at a later stage on top of the environment variables set at the system level, so that the two things might work alongside in parallel, but it's not the case. So just be warned, if something is not working completely right, that's most likely what is happening in your case. So yeah, that was a really quick video of instructions. So I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you're having fun. And until next time, have fun again, even more. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.